Would you believe me if I told you this car had been flooded? Honestly, even I didn't believe it at first. But after checking the car in detail, we started finding one piece of evidence after another. First, we noticed rust around this area of the steering and above the brake pedal. But we cannot confirm a flood just from these two rust spots. Then, when we checked the boot area, we found small rust marks on top of these tools. Normally, rust caused by water and rust caused by heat have different patterns, and the rust we found here was consistent with water exposure. When we checked the interior, the car looked very clean, but we found mud deposits in this area, which immediately increased our suspicion. Then on top of this seat rail, we found the same pattern of rust again. After that, we moved to the engine bay. Here we found rust around the alternator connection along with green corrosion. When we moved underneath the car, the evidence became much clearer. We could see more of the same water-related rust around the alternator, turbo and axle. Then we found this cigarette butt stuck inside this area. Honestly, there is almost no chance it came from the front and got stuck exactly here. It was most likely carried into this position by water. Now we wanted to understand how high the water had actually reached. So we checked underneath the grille and found these mud deposits. When we looked further inside, we could see the same level of dirt and debris. This gave us an indication of the water level. The evidence suggested that the water had reached around the condenser level. That means this car had been submerged up to around half of its body. Even around this light, we could still see traces of mud. No matter how much you clean a flooded car, some evidence can still remain. The customer was considering this car because the price was slightly below the market value, and the visible repair on the rear trunk door was only minor. But after our detailed inspection, we discovered that the car had been flooded. And honestly, even we couldn't identify it at first glance. It was only after checking every area carefully that we started finding these signs. So if you're planning to buy a used car in the UAE, don't judge it only by its appearance. A proper inspection can reveal problems that you simply cannot see during a normal viewing. Always get the car properly inspected before you buy. For used car inspection, contact us at the number shown below.